Welcome to the Scale Model Podcast. In this podcast, we aim to entertain, inform, and promote the hobby of scale model kit building with interviews, reviews, and news about the hobby. The podcast is available bi-weekly where your favorite podcasts are found, including iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Stitcher. You can also get it from our website at scalemodelpodcast.com, where you can find show notes, photo gallery, and so much more. You can also subscribe to get notifications on all our updates, new episodes, and video content. Please support the Scale Model Podcast on Patreon. Patreon supporters enjoy early access to content and exclusive contests. Your Patreon support helps us to offset hosting and other costs to bring the podcast to you. Welcome to episode 117 of the Scale Model Podcast, sponsored by Cult TV Man, Sean's Custom Model Tools, and Return to Kit Form. My name is Stuart Clark, and I am once again joined by our two most, you can't even say two regular contributors because they are extraordinary co-hosts. Yeah, I know. They're both laughing at me now. So let's just throw a little slight change. We're going to start with north and west of Chicagoland, where the sun always shines. The weather is always good. That's what I've been told. Mr. Terry Measley, how are you, sir?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Yeah, the weather's good, but not good enough for our landscaper guys to get back here and do this stonework.
Oh dear.
It might rain. It rained yesterday a little bit. On and on. Oh, Jenny wanted to have the deck removed and do all the stone and all this stuff back here.
Fancy.
So it'll be. I mean, I guess it'll be nice when it's done, but
well, that's good. So if Nationals
we've been without back stairs for like 4 days.
So if Nats or anything's ever near Chicago, we know where we're going to have the Canadian Embassy.
I guess you can camp out back there if you want.
Nice. That'll be nice. I'm sure the puppies will love it too,
Yeah.
So that'll be good. All right. And of course, the other voice you heard also in the middle of much renovations outside from the North Shore of Lake Erie, where the cliffs occasionally fall. Mr. Jeff Highland, how are you?
Hello, gentlemen. I'm rife with poison ivy, but otherwise well.
Yes. You were like you've been like reassembling cabins.
Yes. Well, that cabin that was too close to that used to be 40 feet from the edge of the cliff, and it was now 3 feet from the edge of the cliff. Has now been moved 50 feet from the edge of the cliff.
Excellent. Well, that's good. But you did catch a bit of poison ivy.
Well, yeah, the weird thing about poison ivy is it's the oil that you get off of it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be that you touch the poison ivy. You touch something that some animal got the oil on and then rubbed against it. So it could have been in the wood. It could have been anything.
Have you pissed off the squirrels?
Well, no, the squirrels are too entertaining at this time of year. Honestly, this is mating season. It's just damn funny.
Yes. Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, we signed the Canada geese, otherwise known as the Canadian cobras. They've got all their young too now. They're making their ways to the ponds and not stopping traffic anywhere. All right.
Drives the dogs nuts.
Oh, yes. Well, that's their role, right? But, dog versus geese. My money's still on the goose. I'm just saying. Cobras, you don't mess with them. That's our ultimate defense plan. If you guys decide to invade us, we'll sick the geese on you.
We've got plenty of them.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, hey, they're all Canadian. Geese. They're all Canadian agents, just so you know. So, just keep that in mind. Okay, let's start off with Wonderfest. Wonderfest isn't that far away. I think we've got, if I recall, I did check, we've got one more episode. But
that sounds about right.
It's not long as the time of this recording, because we are recording this on Monday the 15th. If I look at the Wonderfest website, what will it tell me? It says 24 days and 3 hours to go. So June 10th and 11th. Yep, June 10th and 11th at the Crown Plaza Hotel, 830 Phillips Lane in Louisville, Kentucky, on Earth, Sol 3, of course, for those of you coming from afar. Our good buddy Terry's going to be down there. We're going to have a few other people from our local area there as well. Lots of exciting things going to happen. So I saw a couple of news releases crossed my desk today. Our good friend Tom Grossman over at Tag Team, they're going to be releasing on that day, Medea as in Iwata Medea. They've released New Worlds, a new paint formulated for plastics. a water-based polyurethane acrylic in a range of color intended for the gaming market. But it has broader applications. And they write here, key features: direct-to-media formula, no primer needed, opaque and transparent, multiple pigments per color, so fewer layers and fewer steps, formulated for superior adhesion and durability, every color hand brush and airbrushed ready, wash medium, endless shade possibilities. He's done some testing. He's very impressed. Tolerates wet sanding and masking products very well. The wash medium adds versatility to the line. So they are going to be launching the sets there. They'll have sets on sale at the show, and you can come test drive them at the Iwata Airbrush meet and greet at Wonderfest Friday night in the Iwata Airbrush Party Room, aka the Madison Room. And they'll also be available on their website. So I've included the Facebook link here showing the results of some of Thomas's tests. It's always neat to see a new paint line. And he's done some stuff on like aircraft and some cool things. It looks kind of cool.
Well, it's always fun to have something new to play with.
Well, exactly. And, you see what works and, what doesn't and all that. So again,
I just love the names, though. I mean, I'm a fan of the names for gaming colors.
Yes.
Like surgery sienna, coagulated crimson. I love it.
I know. I've been playing a bit with I'm going to be playing a bit with the Army Painter. They've got a new quick paint line. I bought a couple on the weekend. I'm going to try for some minis just to see how it looks. So that'll be fun as well. The other thing was announced today. They're going to do, for those of you who have seen Picard, Jeff, you got to hurry up and watch it because, we don't want to, we got to keep biting our tongue on spoilers. So they're going to have a Saturday panel. They're going to have guest John Eves, was one of the designers on the show, and he's fan and Wonderfest regular Bill Cross even had one of his Starship designs adapted and featured. Guest Darren Dochterman.
Doctorman.
Thank you. Also worked on recent designs, including Star Trek: The Motion Picture Director's Edition. Will serve as the moderator. Join them as they discuss the art and design of Picard Season 3. So that's going to be on the Saturday one. That looks exciting. That would be fun. I hope they record that. That would be really fun if they could record that for later, because that would be a fun panel.
Actually, all the panels and all the workshops and all the things at Wonderfest this year look outstanding.
Oh, I know. We got to get down there sometime, Jeff. We really do.
Yeah, we got the full schedule on the vehicle demos side of things. It's completely full.
Yep. And then you've got Mr. Goodman. Anthony's going to be going down as well, trying to pop some interviews up. So
Dave, we got Davey Blappy to do his panel, demo on gloss finishes.
Yes, he is. He's hoping to. He actually, I've got to get him some more of this plastic sheet I've been getting that they normally throw out at work. It's just the right size. I'm hoping I can dig some more up. He sent me an email today, and we've got our club meeting on Wednesday, so we'll hopefully get that to him. But yeah, all sorts of good stuff. So yeah, we will have one more about it, and then half the podcast is down there on site and having a ball. So definitely check it out. All right, the other big show that just happened was out of Japan, the Shizuoka Hobby Show 2023. This is the big industry show out of Japan, and just some absolutely amazing things that you will see there. You can just do a search and you will find all sorts of things. I found a couple of links, including a photo gallery, which we'll start with. This is from Pretty Messy Studios. They had a full-size DeLorean there because someone's doing a kit of a DeLorean. Aoshima's got a float plane. Got the US-2, the Shimawa float plane they had there. A lot of good aircraft coming out. Some of these are repops, but mostly brand new. This is where a lot of the Japanese market, they will announce things and throw up some surprises. So you can get a Knight Rider truck, trailer, and kit. They've got the what's the ISSU X ARC, the 003? You told me before, Anthony, what that's from.
Hang on, where are you?
It's on the first link and about 5 or 6 pictures in. The one with the DeLorean, and then about 5 or 6 in.
I'm going through these I want to ask about the Thunderbirds.
14 in. My apologies.
was going to say it's more than 5 or 6.
Yeah. I'll send you.
I mean,
that's all right. This is what I'm saying.
That's okay.
There's so much stuff.
Motorcycle. Oh my God, the motorcycles.
Yeah, just keep going just past that. Yep.
Oh, dirt bike.
Yep. That's beautiful motorcycle.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all the Knight Rider stuff.
All the Knight Rider stuff. Yep.
Oh, okay. The ISU Tarks. That's from a series. That's from what's the name of that series?
You or Anthony mentioned it before, but
yeah, I actually have a couple of these models, and I tried watching the show, and it didn't really spark.
But that looks pretty cool. That looks
they're like almost aircraft. Well, they're more aircraft than car.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because of the ground effect and everything on them.
Yeah, and then if we keep going, as you say, a lot of 112 bikes, CB 750, 1969, just all sorts of motorbikes as we go through here. And then eventually we get to the Gundams with the cod pieces.
Well, and the mechs and the looks like what is it, Machine and Krieger type.
A few of them, and then some are like hybrids. Hybrids of Macross.
These are the kits we were talking about earlier, where they packaged 2 in 1.
Yep.
Of the walkers, like with the gun-powered walkers.
Yep.
From
in some cases, yep. Well, they've got one here from Macross, the Koenig Monster, but they've also got a young lady sitting on top with kitty ears or something.
Yeah, that's. I'm not sure what that.
Yeah,
it's Japan. Fun stuff, or 40th anniversary of the of Macross stuff, and there's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of stuff there. Hasegawa, they've got a few new items, including a brand new A4. They've got an A4E 148th new tool, and I know someone's got an F-15J. It might be Hobby Boss. But again, Mini Cooper,
I like the Porco Rosso stuff, I must say. Fine molds. Looks like they got a whole bunch of stuff coming from Studio Ghibli.
Yeah. So just an absolute ton of stuff. Yeah.
Makes me wish I could read Japanese.
Yeah. They have this. ICM has their CH-54. They got the sprue shots. It's a lot of sprues, a lot of plastic.
So, look at this. Oh my God.
We should mention Border has the Nashorn and the Falkworth 190. We're going to talk about the Lancaster in a little bit separately.
Yeah.
The 32nd scale Havoc, the A20 we've talked about. They had one there in plastic with some of the details. So just again, this is the big show. Again, it reminds you how big the market is there. So the 71 pictures in that first link.
It's huge.
Yep.
And the Macross stuff is insane. How much?
Oh, I know. And then our good friends at the Modeling News, they got an exclusive invite to the Industry Day. So this is like where the main industry people, the movers and the shakers. So they have their set of pictures as well.
Yeah, there's just so much stuff here. Take your time.
Have fun. Go through it. Looks like an Oliver Perry class frigate with some helicopters. Airfix was part of the GSI stand, so they had their 24 scale Spitfire there. And again, just some more from the Ashima booths. That DeLorean looks really nice in plastic. 2024 release date. Unfortunately, I don't see a scale off the top of my head there, but look at the detail. This is like the one with the Mr. Fusion reactor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already looking at the pictures of the built kits.
The show. Yeah. So they do.
Oh, there's so much.
I know. So and as you said, the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
So Thunderbirds released a little while ago.
So Terry, what's the name of the series that this 10-engine, 8-engine, contra-rotating, crazy flying wing thing?
Those are from the games. I want to say it's Jet Fighter.
Yeah.
Also Raiden. I think it was released here as Raiden as well, or Raiden.
Raiden, yeah.
There were several of them. You can actually get apps for it. They play okay on the iPad, although your your hand covers some of the game, and you wind up dying.
So the second link about, it does feature the fine molds. It is fine molds, a new F-15J, 1/72nd scale. So that's the one the Japanese Air Force operated. That's all new mold. They also have an F-2A, and I don't know if that's a new mold or not. It doesn't say new, but F-2B fighter. So a lot of stuff coming out. And as Jeff was saying, on the weekend, so they start this Wednesday, Thursday. On the weekend, they then do a public day, and they always, it's like in Europe, they don't do a contest, but they do SIGs, groups come in and stuff like that. So that's always popular. But again, just tons of pictures from the modeling news.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And the quality and the imagination.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at that like now. The main modelers hall now. Yep.
I just love that 8-engine contra-rotating flying wing.
You totally have to get one. It's totally screaming.
I see all the fighters from. That's what down below kind of gave it away.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
But there were these monstrous bosses in that game.
A lot of Godzilla too. A lot of Godzillas this year. Did you guys see the one a couple down below Jeff's giant flying wing? There's one of like Darth Vader, but he's in like a Hindu pose.
If you look closely,
that's awesome.
It looks like he's peeing himself, though.
Yeah, really does. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
it's just amazing stuff.
Boba Fett riding a giant blob.
Yeah, well, that's from the show. It must be Boba, but because that looked like it was from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, that sort of idea. Jeep. Yeah, just amazing dioramas, as you say.
Look at the one just below the Jeep one. It's blue with flying.
Oh yes, with the gentleman. Yeah, like a steampunk thing.
Steampunk.
Just gorgeous. The shading there and everything. Yeah.
Amazing.
Even the one below that looks like 1/700 scale landing craft with vehicles and infantry.
Yeah.
See the guy's finger for comparison.
It's astounding.
Yeah.
Just astounding. The stuff here is incredible.
Oh, I know. They do some amazing stuff.
There was one I saw here that I couldn't quite figure out what it was, and it looked like it was a research ship approaching a dock. There it is. It's just a bit further down, and there's tons of colored confetti or something coming up.
Yeah, that's the Soya. Yeah, they look like streamers.
Yeah, that's a brilliant little.
It is really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was looking the Macross VFX with all the panels open.
Did you see all the 104 variants?
Yeah.
Including the land speed record conversion.
Yeah. So again, just as you say, get a cup of coffee and just have fun going through these. These are just, it's amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. Again, it's on my billionaires bucket list. Get over there at some point. Our Andy's Hobby headquarters, he was over there. So he's got some videos on his site now. He was over there at the show, so that was kind of fun too. Yeah, see, I could just scroll for hours.
There's some really creative stuff in here, like these campfire type scenes, these camping scenes. One built into a lantern,
a little
scene. Lantern. Yeah, and then there's another one built into a skillet later on. They're like winter camping sort of scenes, and it's gorgeous.
A bit further on, there's a diorama. Looks like a certain Japanese battleship we all know and love. Yamato, whatever. They've just taken the section. Looks like it's 1/72nd from the guy said. They've just taken like kind of the center section and just super detailed it to the hilt.
And there's another one further down. Looks like it's a yellow convertible car and an angel flying above it, trying to keep people out of it. What the hell is that about?
Saving lives.
I know. And
so anyway, you could.
Next one.
Yeah, you could just go nuts. So definitely spend some time. This is why we do show notes, because we can't show you this live on an audio thing. But definitely check some of these out. These are just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Some of these models will either destroy your faith in your own ability to model, or will serve as
inspiration.
Incentives, an inspiration to improve your work. Some of this stuff is just unbelievable.
Yeah, just
top notch.
Now I'm getting depressed looking at it all. Just kidding. No, just again, just amazing stuff they do. Like the abandoned car with a cat on top of it.
I love those little things. Yeah.
Yeah, just some amazing work there. Anyway, so definitely check those out. Always good stuff. And again, I'm sure if you go on the interwebs, you'll find a whole ton more. So definitely check that out. All right.
I'm still scrolling. Okay.
Yeah, well, you have to kind of close your browser.
Yeah. So a couple of other announcements from Shizuka Wolfpack Designs. They announced some new items. 148 FA50 Golden Eagle, a 172nd Catalina, a SkyTrain conversion set for the R4D 6Q, 1-144 E2C Hawkeye 8-bladed propeller set for the Revell Academy 1-144,
nice.
And a flying boat update set for the HAK2 in the same scale. So again, some nice stuff. They do some nice stuff. The Catalina looks really nice, I have to admit.
It's only a model.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That's a box cover. I don't see the plane.
Oh, no one's built it yet. It's so new.
Anyway,
so that was announced, and then also there, Kinetic, they announced, and we've talked about this one, the box art for the CT114 Tudor from Kinetic in 148 scale. As you know, we talked to them at the show. A lot of Canadian modelers are looking forward to this. It's going to be 2 different Snowbird schemes from 2 different eras, and an actual in-service aircraft from the training squadron at Moose Jaw. But that's a gorgeous piece of box art.
Yeah, it'll be nice. It really is.
Oh yeah, that's going to be nice. So, gorgeous looking box art there. Okay. And then I did mention this briefly, Border Models, they did have a box art there. It looks like basically the world's not really a surprise because they had the molds. They're gonna take the original Wingnut Wings Dambuster or Lancaster. They made the original one, and obviously there was enough of the Wingnut Wing molds to do the Dambusters kit with the bouncing bombs. So you've got an updated rear turret. Didn't have an upper turret for weight. Detailed cockpit interior, Merlin-based engines, and the brand new Dambuster parts and some clear parts included. So it looks like they're going to do the clear part again, so you can show the cockpit area in that. And again, the gorgeous box art that was originally going to be used for the original Wingnut Wings one.
Yeah.
So, so that was shown there. No other details, just it was shown. Let's see. Actually, these last 2 I actually put in the wrong section. So those were most of the announcements. Sorry. Those are most of the announcements from Shizun. There's obviously more, but a lot of cool stuff there. If you have any more announcements or anything you hear about and you want us to make sure we mention, don't forget, let us know. scalemodelpodcast@gmail.com. All right, we're going to start off with the latest hobby announcements. Arma, they finally announced it. There is a delivery. You can pre-order it now. This is the Hurricane Mark III-C in 148 scale. I did send them an email saying would be happy to have a review copy. They haven't emailed me back. I think that's that restraining order again because I keep bugging them. Really. Possibly,
particularly on this particular plane, saying you've only seen it 1 million times.
I know. Well, maybe 500,000. Anyway, 45 euros. They're going to have various configurations, but again, absolutely gorgeous looking kit. You look at the sprue shots in that. You're going to get some 3D printed exhaust free during the pre-orders. This is going to be a nice looking kit. I so want this. So I'm intimidated too, but look at the details of these.
I know. Well, to be honest, working on that B-51B last year, 172, I know, but that was an outstanding kit.
Yeah.
So I would be surprised if this is.
And they haven't just upscaled it. They pretty well redesigned it all.
No, you're not going to be able to just upscale it, not and get the detail that's expected.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people are looking forward to this. Yeah, I love the Night Fighter variant, actually, the black one. that would probably be the one I would do. So, yeah, I'm probably going to have to get my pre-order in with the local store, and we'll see what happens, because they haven't replied back to my email. Again, I don't get it.
I don't understand it.
I don't either. Okay, the other exciting thing, and you might, if you're lucky, you might see this. Actually, this was Shizuoka as well, but I was thinking more Wonderfest. We might see it.
I'm sure we'll see it at Wonderfest.
Yeah, because our good friend Steve at Cult TV Bear mentioned it. So this is the Mobius Models 2001 Space Station is coming. The kit, Steve says here, the kit will be about 13.5 inches, includes a small space clipper. At this time, we don't know when they'll be available and the pricing. Please remember how long we've been waiting for the 2001 astronaut and Batgirl. He did do an update. It's expected to be in the 115 to 145 range, supposedly coming this year, but I don't expect it until 2024. And you can get it as a pre-order at Cult TV Man now. Again, this looks nice. They've done a nice job here. You got a nice little stand for it so it doesn't roll away, which would be awkward. You got the little space clipper. Looks like it's got a clear piece. It looks like it's coming in, the Orion, coming into the docking bay. All you need now is the background music playing the Blue Danube.
Yeah, you got to have it. And you got to have this thing spinning slowly.
Oh, and someone will, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's going to do that. Again, that's a nice looking model.
Yeah, that's
1 to 2600, just FYI.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see those pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is one of those Grail kit things for me. I just love this movie. So I may have to get this one.
Okay, just saying.
I have to get rid of all my World War II planes and get one of these.
There you go. Also from our friends at Cult TV Man, the studio scale TIE Fighter, the big 1/32 scale from AMT. This is the studio series. They announced this on May the 4th. Gee, wonder why. Yeah, it was first hinted apparently 2 years ago at Wonderfest, finally announced. The kit is now expected to be available in 2023. The model's over 13 inches tall and based on the filming miniatures used in the original Star Wars. Yeah.
Yes.
Detailed cockpit. Look at this thing. This thing is awesome. 128 parts, decals for detailing in and out of the model. You wonder if a certain good friend of the podcast who does some photo etch, our good friends at Paragraphics.
Most likely,
maybe there might be some goodies. I'll have to bug him, see if he can say anything, or if he's under a strict, hush hush NDA. But this does look nice.
He would be for sure.
Oh, I know, but this looks gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll have to pick one of these up for sure.
Yeah, you can actually pre-order it now. Right now it's not bad. $80 US. You can pre-order it right now, and yeah, that does look nice. I've got the 1 to 144. I've got the little Bandai one, the one that comes with the TIE Advance, and that's amazing. And you look at the size of that, and I'm thinking, wow, that's going to be huge. The other thing I realized is when I got them, because the only other kit I ever had was the TIE Advanced when I was a kid, and you don't realize how big those solar panels are on the standard TIE. They really block the view. No wonder so many of them got shot down. Giant blind spots.
It's cool looking. Doesn't seem the most practical.
No, it doesn't, does it? All right. Okay. Some more announcements from TACOM. Some exciting stuff here. And I love this. The modeling news says 3 new and out of the blue, just when people were complaining about too many German tanks. So first of all, we've got the HMS Hood, the gun turret, the main gun turret. Looks like the 72nd scale, because a lot of other gun turrets. I'm not surprised this is finally coming out. This looks really nice. I'm almost tempted. It does. So this is the hood. This is the B turret. So the second one.
It's kind of interesting to me how this has become almost a category of models.
Well, it is.
Who expected this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what they say. It's been a bit of a revelation in the crossover market. The rivets and stab sides are big enough to transfer your armor, even U-boat builder skills. The scale and size give you enough scope to go to town. So this is almost 33 centimeters in length.
Wow. This is so cool.
Yeah. So that's nice. Next up, we have a Typhoon, but not the sub, 1/35th scale.
Or the airplane.
Yeah. The Typhoon K with a module. Or the weather. The Typhoon K with the Arbalete module. So these are Russian armored personnel vehicles, I guess. Typhoon K.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You can have a jammer on this. I guess it's basically a headquarters vehicle. Electronics.
Are these the ones that would come with the Ukrainian tractor as an accessory kind of thing?
You could probably add that later on. Yeah. I'm sure you could. Like most of the Russian kits.
ICM probably has the tractors for you.
Oh, they do. They do already. Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
Yep. So that looks nice. And then the M29 Weasel. And again, I'd never heard of this, but I guess a lot of the armor guys are very excited about this.
Yeah.
This is fun. Like you could have a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah. Apparently it was only in the scale through an excellent LZ kit.
Huh.
And it comes with a driver sculpted by Jason Studio. It's great to have an open top vehicle with at least a driver option for no extra cost. So yeah, coming soon.
That's great.
This must have just been for mobility and certainly not for protection.
No, I think just carries a few guys.
Yeah, and mobility and tractor.
I guess it'd be like the Bren. Yeah. I guess it'd be like the Bren gun carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Bren carrier, whatever.
Moving stuff around.
Okay, and then Mini Art. They have a European-based G506 Chevrolet cargo truck. So again, they've basically announced this one. There's some new parts on this. Apparently, they've replaced some of the tricky photo etch into just regular plastic parts.
Oh wow!
See,
look at that.
Photo etch can be.
My God, they're listening.
Yeah, apparently they're listening. U.S. Army Ordnance designation for the 1.5-ton 4x4 truck chassis built by the GMC Motor Division. Used several models used in World War II and the Korean War. They were powered by the Chevy 235 cubic inch, 83 horsepower, 6-cylinder engine. So it's a Chevrolet being used as a civilian truck in Warsaw.
Yes.
Yeah. This would be you could go to town with diorama possibilities with this thing.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's quite cool. And there's some CAD images there's some CAD images showing some of the extra details now. Flatbed body rails, a lot of options for posing.
It's Mini Art.
Yeah, so here's two versions of the front grille. Before this, the regular front and windscreen were made from photo etch. Mini Art supplied tools to bend them in the correct model, or you got the new sheet of an injection molded plastic, which is pretty good. It's, as you said, Jeff, Mini Art listened to the customers who wanted the choice.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, the cab comes in several curve points that join its seams to make construction easier. Yep. Because again, it's like that gyrocopter I built. It's a nice kit, but man, was it over-engineered.
Yeah, well, that's a big issue with a big question mark with Mini Art.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of little stuff. There's plenty of little stuff still, even on a truck.
Yeah. They still include it. They still include the photo etch. So, yeah. Yeah. A lot of sprues in this one.
Nice.
Clear parts, metal chain, 5 decal options. Yeah. And they actually have they have a box at the bottom showing some of their other new kits. Fuel and diesel drums, German soldiers, U.S. soldiers, IDF tank crew. Hey, there's a tractor. I wonder if that's a Ukrainian tractor. No, 1950.
From the 50s. Yeah.
Well, hey,
it's Mini Art I was thinking of that has all the tractors.
Oh, here we go. Further down. So this is a D8532 1950 tractor in 124th. And then you have the T3485 from plant 112, spring 1944, as opposed to 111 in summer of 1944, right? Because there'll be a difference. German soldiers in a cafe, ammo boxes, bookshelves. See, there you go for a diorama idea. Fuel and oil drums, Africa Corps tank crew, soldiers resting, reading Life magazine, playing cards, wooden barrels, IDF tank crew. That's been a while, including a female one, because there are females in the IDF and they're soldiers and they participate just as well as their male colleagues. Okay, and what else do we have here? Special Hobby today. They had their news release. They've got an improved test shot of their brand new tool F84 Thunderstreak in 1/72nd scale. I know some of the Thunderstreak can be a popular one with a lot of builders. So again, these look really nice. These are the second set of test shots with almost all the imperfections already taken care of. These are here to show you the details that require the attention of our tool makers. And again, this is what I love about Special Hobbies. They really kind of go behind the scenes. So this shows what they've been working on.
Yeah, there's always something. I did a quick click up on Special Hobby, and there's a Afrika Korps soldier riding camel resin set in 1/48.
Well, there you go. Why not? Right? All right. Okay, let's go on to, oh, yes. And last but not least in this section, our good friends at Horizon Models. They announced a May sale. I posted it on our Facebook page, but for May, to celebrate the anniversary of the Mercury program, they've got an amazing deal at Horizon for their Mercury kits. I just got to go back. Here we go. 60th anniversary of the last manned Mercury space flight. So they've got a package deal right now. So you can get one each of the following kits. They've got the Atlas, the Spacecraft, and the Redstone. I've got the Redstone. It's a great one. Well, you can get that. Normally, that's $112. You can get it today, postage included, okay? $80 US. And I know we've all ordered from there, and they come quick.
Yeah, they are a highly reliable supplier. They're great. Yep. The kits are fantastic. And the prices, when they put them on sale, the prices are unbeatable. So
yeah. And so that's an amazing deal. Or if you just want two of them, you can get, the Atlas and the Redstone for $60 all in, or the Atlas launchers, the Convair's SM65D. That's the other one I built, and the Mercury Atlas. That's $64.95. They have two Redstones for $59.95, or the military missiles for $54. And again, all these include postage.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, kids. Okay.
And these are the 72nd scale. These are
these are beautiful kits. Absolutely beautiful. Now, the other thing they just sent me an email about, they've got a future release. So they had a press release about this. This is going to be the 72nd scale Atlas Agena. So this first flew in 1960. It was one of the most successful, based on the SM65 Atlas, later redesignated the SLV3. So yeah, a lot of good things. I'm going to include the press release as a PDF. I love coming soon. Yeah, these guys are great.
This because you really do. I mean, the whole program needed to have the Agena rendezvous process with Gemini in order to even get to the moon. So what this has been missing for a long time.
Yeah. So this will be you can make it the model, the Agena target vehicle, the Agena docking target for the crewed rendezvous and docking, can be modified to build the augmented target docking available adapter, which they called the Angry Alligator.
It didn't deploy properly.
Yeah. 41 length, 41 to 43 centimeters. So again, 32 parts. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Made in Australia. And the decals are micro scale again. So, and they are licensed by Lockheed Martin. So, they've had access to the blueprints, etc. So that's coming soon. We will let you know as soon as we have an actual date. We did promise, Horizon did promise us they will let us know. So definitely check that out. Check out their web store, horizon-models.com. We had them on for an interview quite a while ago. We'll have to see if we can arrange to get them back again. Because amazing stuff if you're into real space. I know our good co-host buddy, the Podfather, Dave Goldfinch from On the Bench, he's built quite a few and he loves them as well. I've got one more to build, but the one I built was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So definitely check that out. All right. Scalemates. Otherwise titled Scalemates. How to
I haven't even opened it yet.
Oh, that's okay. So open the link.
Oh no.
Full kits and new tools. Don't do it. Don't do it. What do we got here? Yeah. So May 15th.
Right off. It's going to be a good day to review Scalemates when you start off with an Aerosan.
No kidding.
Holy cow. Look at this thing. Aerosan. It looks like a sled with a aircraft engine on the back.
And one of the small tank. What series of tanks were those?
It's got to be Russian. New tool. Yeah. Look at that.
Well, I mean, hey, and Jeff, you don't have to do tracks.
Yeah,
I'm loving this. But look further down. Inferno Cannon, China Artillery, the Chrono Miner.
Yeah. A lot of, do you see these resin scale 135th? Sorry, from the 13th? Look at all this stuff here. And some are some big beast. A powered howitzer, the M53, 135th scale. In resin, that's going to weigh a ton.
Yeah.
135 fifth scale, Red Alert 2. These are from Red Alert 2.
Some are from gaming. Yep. The Battle Fortress.
But again, in 135th.
I know, it's going to be a monster.
That's crazy.
Some neat Honda Torana.
I don't know. I can't get past this Chrono Miner. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Resin Scales has a bunch of those.
Yeah, a bunch of them. We go down to May 12th. We've got an M102 4A1 ATV from Rye Field. A Bayraktar drone TB2 from Armada. Here we go. Project Grosky, Red Iron Models, the Russian robotic fighting vehicle, Jeff.
Yeah, I noticed that one. A bit further down, they got the Soviet heavy trench machine.
Yeah.
That looks pretty awesome, too.
And there's the space station we talked about, Mobius.
Some
more from resin. A lot from resin scales here. Where's this company out of? Hang on. Let me look these guys up.
A Tesla.
China. Yeah, they're doing a lot. Let me just see if I can bring up their webpage. I'll have to include that. It's taking a few moments to load, but yeah, they released a lot here. Here we go. About Us. Resin Scales, About Us. Now with free shipping worldwide. Limited time. They start with something called a Mammoth 2. Definitely looks like from a video game.
Yeah, well, there's Command and Conquer. We got that's the Mammoth from Command and Conquer.
They've kind of been around four of them from 2017. Yeah,
they're full 3D printed kits. May have to look.
You have to check them
Depends
out.
on whether. Oh, they've got a Tesla tank. Well, now I'm in.
Yeah, I was wondering when you'd see that.
Mammoth tank with rail guns, Mirage tank. Yeah. Here's the SATCOM items. Yep. That's cool. May 8th, half-track utility truck from 132nd scale. Oh, this is from Thunderbirds, of course. The half studio scale, yeah. The half-track utility.
Nice.
And if we keep going, Porsche 911 GT3 RS 992.1 combo from Kitbox and PZY models. Ooh, that looks nice.
Yeah, well, it said Porsche. We knew you were going to stop.
Oh, I know. You knew that. So, yeah. March 8th.
Krokotep again. I think we talked about him.
Yeah. How about this one? March 3rd, the Bentley 2013 Bentley. DFP. Looks like something that would have done a land speed record.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, land speed racer, car vehicle, 1913. Let's do a quick search on it.
New tool in 2021.
Yeah. They're obviously adding it to the database now. So, again, it shows you how the hobby is evolving. We're getting a lot more sci-fi stuff, ARMA models, the ARMA from Russia, ARMA, small Soviet submarine chaser.
Well, a lot of this is like 3D. The advent of 3D printing and making it affordable has really opened up the field to things you would never have seen in an injection molded kit.
Okay, how about this one here? Krokotep, Guardian of the Two. There's a challenge for you, Jeff. Paint a mini.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean,
that's 75 millimeters, not that mini.
I know, but still,
macro mini.
The macro mini.
I mean,
he's a big boy.
There's a game series that does much nicer ones, I think. But those are actually cool minis. Stuff.
Well, of course, when I went, I mentioned I got some paint on the weekend at the local game store, and they had some minis on sale. So accidentally, one for me and one for my wife. So our local game store, Game Chamber, I want to give them a shout out. They're actually printing their own line of minis. They're designing it. They've got a resin printer in house. My wife picked up, I should have brought it down, but I'll take a picture of it. It's like a rabbit, but he's armed. And it's very amazing quality. And again, an armed rabbit, not like one-armed. He's got weaponry. But again, they print these in-house. They have a resin printer there, and the quality is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, definitely. All right. So that's our stuff. and all the news that's fit to print. So let's talk a little bit. We mentioned Steve before, so we'll mention a bit more about our good friends at Cult TV Man. Let's talk about the latest and greatest coming from Cult TV Man. We're only a short while away from Wonderfest 23, Return of the Builders. That's, of course, June 10th and 11th, 2023 at the Crowne Plaza in Louisville. Cult TV Man will, of course, be there, but lots of exciting news as well. As we discussed already, the Mobius Models 2001 space station's coming. It was announced at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. It'll be about 13.5 inches and includes a small space clipper. They don't know when it will be available or the pricing will be like, but they think between the 115 to 145 range, coming in late 2023 or early 24. You can pre-order it now from the Cult TV Man Hobby Shop. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Make sure you check it out on the show notes we've given for this podcast. Also, some new products. We've got the new Space 1999 Cargo Eagle with pod, 48 scale, 22 inches, $129 from MPC. They've also got the Klingon Bird of Prey 2023 reissue 1/350th from round 2, and also just coming in the 1966 Batmobile. This is the bad guy edition with Catwoman and the Penguin figure and Penguin's umbrella when they stole the Batmobile from Batman and Robin in the classic TV series. 1/25th scale from round 2. You can get it today for $37.99. Also, the Mechagodzilla vinyl statue from Star Ace is available for $199. And of course, our good friends from Paragraphics, they have the Ares replacement cockpit from 2001. It is on back order, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a must-have if you want to accurately do your Ares from 2001. So make sure you check all these out and many other deals from culttvmanshop.com, and make sure you tell them the Scale Model Podcast sent you. Okay, what's on the bench? I tell you, I think we've all been, I don't know about Terry, but I know Jeff and I we've had real life. But I did manage to, this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and through the weekend, I actually got a bit of time. I got the Bullfighter, I got the Tamiya Brown on, and I'm trying XF72 for the RAF Brown. It's a fairly new color, so it's Japanese Ground Self-Defense Force Brown. It's slightly lighter than the old XF52 Flat Earth. A lot of people I've been reading like it. They say it slightly matches it better, and it is. It's slightly lighter. It's Tamiya, so of course I can practically do it half asleep with my eyes closed. Did that, let it dry for like 36 hours or whatever, and got some masks down. Now, Tamiya provides a 48 scale sheet that I was able to scan and then print, and I used it for masking just to try it. Did that, and then I had the AK dark green, and the more I'm playing with the AK, I'm getting very comfortable, and I seem to find the magic ratio right off the bat these days without having to, I still use a paint mule, and I always recommend that no matter what, whether it's a new paint line or not you're trying. But this time when I used it, I was pretty well right on the ratio. I didn't have to play around with it. Did that, painted that last night, took the tape off. Isn't it a satisfying feeling when you tape the masking tape off?
Yeah, love it.
It is.
Usually.
Usually. Went very well. I had one small bit just on the tail where I don't know if it was because it may have been the third-party Tamiya tape I used, but there was just a bit of material or product or something that just required a little bit of a sanding and touch-up. But other than that, it's looking good. So that's currently sitting over there, and I'm very pleased. And next will be some sort of gloss coat, a little bit of weathering. And then we can finally get into decals on this puppy. And I'm still trying to get it done. This is for the Let's Get Pacific group build from Model Airplane Maker. I've got until the end of June. So I'm still hoping to get that done. Didn't do much on the MiG-37 the last 2 weeks because I was kind of focusing on that. So yeah, but other than that, and like I said, I bought some minis. I bought this new Army Painter, the Quick Paint series. So the idea behind that is instead of having to do a tricolor, like you paint a base color and then you get like a wash or a darker color for the recesses, their quick paint series do it for you. Like you put it on and it naturally pools and that. And I was watching quite a few videos and I was talking to some people at the store, and it's pretty cool. You're not gonna use this paint to paint for competition, but if you want just something for the gaming table or quick and easy, I'm doing it. But I'm also going to try it because I like to try this for things like seat belts, or let's say you're doing axe handles or something. This could certainly speed up the process for some of your kids. So I got a brown, got a gray. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah, the speed painter setup. You can turn most of your acrylic paints into that using a glazed medium.
Yeah, exactly. Same idea. But this has it all built in, so you don't got to futz around. So I'll give it a whirl. And I saw some stuff at the store which people had done. And yeah, I again, you're not going to enter this for fine detail work for competition.
It's for army painters.
But for basically to throw an army on the bench, it looks damn nice. Like damn nice. So anyway, that was me. What about you, Jeff?
Well, it's like we were talking earlier. I mean, the weather has been fantastic here.
Yes, it has.
Not too long ago, it was a 2 weeks of horrible rain and wet.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
Took advantage of that time to dismantle the screened-in cabin that we had down by the lake and move it back 50 feet and then start rebuilding it. And my brother and nephew came down to help, and over the last 4 to 5 days, we got most of it put up together. So I sent you a picture. You can slam it up. The roof still have to get the roof on, but we're getting started on that, and that's one good thing. But the other thing I did start, just because we have our Wednesday night build sessions for our local club on Zoom.
Yep.
And it's the only chance I get to sort of come down here and hide and not look on it.
Me too.
So I pulled out the old Tamiya 112 Datsun 240Z, car I had in my youth, and started working on it. And this thing is huge, relatively speaking. I mean, it's a big little car.
Yeah, it looks great though. I mean, that kit, I'm even tempted to buy that, and it's not cheap.
It is not cheap. It is it's a beauty, and it really, it's, apart from Poacher, where you're putting all the pistons together and the camshaft together, this is about the next best thing. The engine itself is a little kit all by itself.
Awesome. Yeah, I know you were working on it. It was looking good. Now, just to remind us, what color was your original, like your 1-to-1?
My 1-to-1 was Datsun Orange.
Datsun Orange. Yeah.
I think it was called California Orange.
Yeah. Very nice.
And then I redid the body and repainted it gold. I never should have done that. But
so what's the 112th going to be? Have you decided yet? Haven't decided?
You know what? That is what has been putting me off building.
Yeah. That.
I was going to try to find that California Gold, but you can't. California Orange, but you can't find that stuff.
Well, really check with our good friend of the show, Blappy, Dave, because he's done a bunch of auto stuff, and there's none of those auto paints he gets has that color.
No, he could not find a match.
Interesting. For that color. All right. Well, we'll have to look around. So if anyone knows, or one can get if Jeff decides to go with Datsun Orange, and you want a quality product, let us know.
1970 Datsun California Orange.
Of course, Jeff was like barely 16 at the time.
I was 18.
Not
exactly. Not 1970. No, that was the car. So.
Yeah, that was the car. There you go. All right, Mr. Measley.
Yeah, I was out of town most of last week.
Yeah, you were, weren't you? That's right.
Yeah, so nothing got done then. But the Babs has dull coat on there. It looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
May need to do a little touch up, but then it's on to doing some detail work, put the rigging on, that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And I hope to have it done by the end of this month. I want it.
Cool.
I want the space back on my bench.
Are you taking anything down to Wonderfest?
I may take some stuff for display, depending on what I've got done or what I brought last time. So, pretty much the stuff that some of the stuff you saw at the the show up there, the NASA Turbo Mustang and the Asuka. I think those certainly would. I'm judging again. I'm in the judging room, so I'm not going to compete. So I'll put them on display.
Sure.
The other one is Buddy Will Barton printed off a copy of his his Aldrin class, which is sort of a original series version of the Shenzhou.
That looks good.
Yeah, he scratch built that in a larger scale a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And then one of his buddies, with his permission, did 3D files of it.
Now we should point out that you did send me some pictures, and I've got them on last week's show notes of the kit you got. You sent me some.
Right. So I just sent a picture today of the kit in the paint booth,
right,
with primer on the pieces. So it's right now I'm just seeing how well I cleaned it up, because it's a direct 3D print, and he did a great job with the Saturn II. So cleanup was pretty quick so far. So there's some detail I had to sand off to really make it work. So I'm going to replace that.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, that looks fabulous.
Yeah, and I know how I want to paint it up. GCals has the files for doing registry and all that kind of stuff. So I'll have him print up some custom stuff for me.
Good stuff.
He's planning on having 5 or so copies of it available for friends at Wonderfest.
There we go. So you better become his friend real quick if you're listening to this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to have some copies of the Seeker printed up, the Star Academy Seeker for sale.
Oh man, see, this is the kind
I think it's 72nd. I gotta check.
Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah, that brings back a lot of memories of Saturday.
Maybe
mornings.
It's 48th. Yeah.
It would work in either scale.
Yeah, it's pretty good sized either way, really.
All right, very good. And then you're also working on your 1-to-1 diorama at the back of the house, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounded fun.
That's Ginny's project.
No,
she wanted to do it.
No, you mean it's yours too. You're the
she won.
Well, that's fine.
I don't see it as adding a whole lot of utility to the back, because it's just replacing a deck.
Happy wife.
It was back there, and the amount of crap that was under that deck. I know. Cement pilings for various versions of decks and stuff that was there that had to be removed, and
I can imagine.
It'll drain better anyway.
Yeah,
we'll build drains into it that go out into the yard.
So is that outbuilding a garage, or what is that? You're outbuilding there, like the building?
Yeah, that's a garage. That's a garage.
Nice.
Sort of 1.5-story garage. It's got a barn roof on it, and my workshop is on the left side there.
Nice, very nice. So I'm wondering if the dogs have tried jumping off the porch or jumping onto the porch.
Well, we've got a little Foster here for a couple of days.
Yeah, you were saying that.
She's 35 pounds and just a maniac. So we have not opened that back door because there's no steps.
Yeah, she'd go flying.
She would absolutely run off that. She's a climber too.
Oh dear, what's her name?
She doesn't know.
She doesn't know yet. Okay.
Yeah. She came with the name Elise, which we've been calling her Lisey.
Okay.
She's, like I said, she's like 30 or 35 pounds. She's literally a third the size of Kato.
Oh.
And out there running around, she cuts in front of him. It's like, that's a good way to get run over, little girl.
Oh, I know, but you know what? They do that. I remember when we got our previous cat was a kitten, he'd do that in front of the bigger one. So the other dogs, the other dogs are tolerating?
Oh yeah, they're doing okay. Sky puts her in her place once in a while.
Good stuff. Yeah,
she picks on Sky. Kato's too
big.
Oh
dear. Well, we have Ebony, who's our newest female, and Luca, the youngest. He's still got to learn a few lessons. He's there's still a few paws that get swiped. So no, but you love them all. So
yeah, she's a sweet little dog, but she does not do well with the cat. So.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, they have to learn their place. But that 3D printed model, that is just.
It looks great. So if you want one, we'll get you in touch with Will and who's actually going to be selling those prints.
Yeah. So on the picture there with the model, the main hull part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that after sanding? It just looks very glossy. Did you put some paint down on that, or?
That is to me a primer.
That's to me
fresh
a primer.
Out of the can.
It looks good. It looks absolutely stunning. Yeah. So, very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
And I did put a link to the Starship Dynamics, who made the files that got it printed.
I
sort
saw
of
that.
the artwork of Will's design.
It looks good. It looks absolutely stunning there. I have to see if I'm on Starship Dynamics.
I'm a sucker for that Lochnar style design, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sort of the inverted Lochnar.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Okay, I've officially liked them. Yeah, they got all sorts of goodies on their site, don't they? Oh, you're gonna get me down a black hole. It's all your fault.
Well, what's nice about the 3D printed stuff is once it's done, once it's cleaned up, it's done.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, the Foley class. That's hilarious.
Yes, I know. He's quite proud of that,
Stu.
apparently. Yeah, Stuart Foley. I know. What do you do? But there you go.
He's just feeding his ego.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right. Anyway, but no, they look really good. See, you've been busier than both of us, so that's all right. Good for you.
Oh, there it is. $30 for.
I'm gonna have to have a look, and I may have to send you an email.
Or wait, are these printed plans?
Anthony.
What are these?
Actually, I'll send my order to Anthony.
Okay, so these are printed plans. These aren't. I don't think these are the.
So who was doing the
These
Zeekr
are files.
again? Who's doing the Zeekr?
That's Catalyst Creations, George, and I forget who did the. I have to look back up to see who did.
I'll look it. I'll find it.
We won't do it. Yeah.
No, like I say, Mr. Goodman's going down there, so he may have to reserve a little bit of room in his case. Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, but I already got let's see, I got 2 more Macross coming. I got way too much right now. That's the problem. The stash is Jeff made me count the stash prior to our swap meet, and evil person. I just have under 100. So I didn't realize. I thought it was like 60 or 70. I didn't realize I had quite that many. So.
Yeah, it's a classic problem with men. We always measure wrong.
That might be our show title tonight. I may be.
Crap! I forgot to come up with something.
Yeah, that's okay. You got a minute. I can always pause it. That may have given you some inspiration there. We'll briefly talk about things we've seen. Terry saw this one. Go ahead, Terry, or do you want me to talk about it while you're trying to think of something?
No, this was a more coverage from the show over in Japan.
Yeah,
about the mostly on the Macross modelers group, right? So if you ever want to go down the Macross hole, these are good guys for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they had the one here with the YF29 all apart. So some very cool stuff here. Yeah, I was already a member of this group. I was pleasantly surprised. So
yeah, that opened up YF29 is amazing.
Macross Digital Mission 2.28 VFX. Yeah, that looks just absolutely gorgeous. Let me see, there's a Twitter link to it. Yeah, just gorgeous. What more do we need to say? It's going to be on sale. Oh, it looks like it's, or is it a book, or it's going to be on sale?
I don't know.
Get on Variable Fighter on sale.
Yeah, it was in the earlier links as well.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that. Well, I'll have to look it up, and we'll see what we can find about it. So, all righty. So, a couple more things. Let's talk about. Actually, I completely skipped. Let's talk a little bit about Sean's custom model tools. Here we go. Now we're going to talk a bit about Sean's Custom Model Tools, one of our other sponsors of the Scale Model Podcast. Some very cool things, both 3D printed and the Goodman Super Sanding Blocks. Let's start with the Microset and Microsole decal set bottle stand. This is purposely designed for the microscale set and sole. Most modelers over the years, they've tipped these bottles over. So this is a very handy thing. At $14.95, you can put them both together. They're printed in blue and red for easy identification. Comes with a black base, and they actually have little magnets on it, so it keeps them in place. Definitely a good deal. I use mine all the time, and I can well recommend them. Let's talk a bit about those Goodman Model Super Sanding Blocks, namely the Value Pack Combo for $28.99. You get the 80 grit, 180 grit, 220, 320, 400, and 600. Just an amazing set, just what you need. And you can also, if you want, you can also get a super sanding block stand for it, which also really makes life a little bit easier, helps things keep it organized. The other thing too is they have the awesome model tape dispenser for your various tapes. It's basically a 3D printed thing. You put spools of your tapes. It's got a little razor blade to help cut it, and it's Really, really good design. So yeah, works out really well, and yours for $19.95. So check out these and other amazing deals at Sean'sCustomModelTools.com, and also on Facebook, and tell them that the Scale Model Podcast sent you. All right, and we're back. So the last word. Anyone else got anything else they want to talk about right now?
Yeah.
No, it's we've all been busy. It's that time of year where spring is, and you got other chores, etc.
Cleaning up outside after the hell that is a Canadian winter.
Exactly. It happens. So, okay, we'll also add, we're also sponsored by our good friends at Return to Kit Form. Speaking of Macross canopy masks, amazing stuff.
I saw he was doing some new ones, yeah?
Yeah, he's going to do some new ones. He's focusing back on that again. So keep an eye on his Facebook page or their web store at return, 2, kitform.com. Always lots of goodies there. I'm going to probably have to order a couple of masks for these Macross. This is coming in. Thanks to our good friend Peter Fay, who's very evil, but he's a very good salesman. He says, "Oh, we can order a Macross now, and look at this used one for $20. I got it. The swap meet.
There you go.
Yeah, I got that one from him for $20. I couldn't say no. He's evil, absolutely evil. But we already knew that, so that's fine.
Yeah,
very much so. All right. So for more modeling podcast goodness, check out the other modeling podcasts at modelpodcast.com. There is a page redesign coming. I was hoping to include some links of friends of the podcasts. But it just didn't happen the last 2 weeks. I'm still hoping to do it prior to the next show. We'll see what happens. If not, Kentucky Mike and Kentucky Dave are gonna give me heck. So, so we'll have to see. We're also on the Facebooks, the YouTube, our own website at scalemodelpodcast.com, where you can see the show notes, including links to all these awesome pictures, links to what Terry and Jeff, and even occasionally I throw a picture in what I'm doing. So yeah, definitely check it out. And also don't forget, if you want to support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Scale Model Podcast, because we do pay for our media hosting now and other things. It does help us to bring the podcast and helps with production cost and stuff like that. So, if you're able to and you feel like doing it, we really appreciate our Patreon supporters. All righty. I think that's it. Terry, are you ready for a tagline?
Yeah, I think so.
You got one? Okay. Let's find out, folks. For episode 117 of the Scale Model Podcast. My name is Stuart Clark.
My name is Jeff Highland.
My name is Terry Measley, reminding you to get your yard work done so you can get your modeling work done.
Oh,
see? Nice. Perfect. Look at that. On the fly, and he just pulls it off. Awesome. Excellent. Thank you, and be well.